Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? This is Cruise Further. So today we'll be looking at the medieval blacksmith. This is the Legos Ideas number 33. It is set number 21325. It has 2,164 pieces, and it is absolutely a masterpiece. I've had this set on me for a little while. I'd probably say about a month. Yeah, probably around a month. I finished it a couple days ago. I didn't really build it for much. I really started building it about a week ago. So it took me about a week-ish to really build it, because I didn't build it I kept it downstairs in the basement for a while. I built like the base, like the first bag, and then didn't do anything with it at all. And that was basically it. Then I just been kind of sitting on it. And I finally have been getting some time to be able to actually like build it and stuff. And this is the set that we got. And it is absolutely a masterpiece. I believe this set retails for what, 200 something? Yeah, 200 something dollars. I think it's 270 right now. I know they've increased the price of this set because of the recent increases in August. So, you know, there is that. But do I have to say this might be my favorite Lego set, period. I am fond of a lot of Lego sets. I've never had Lego sets of this scale until basically recently. Again, I do have the biggest set I've probably ever built is the assembly square with the module building. I actually am building one of the module buildings right now, which is the pet store. I literally just received the Grand Emporium today. It was pre-built. I did end up building part of it because, you know, some pieces I had to put back together and whatever. But that set is absolutely beautiful. I looked at it for like 15 minutes, trying to figure out techniques that were used in the set, looking at the instruction books, because something that I'm super interested in. But man, do I love this set. I don't think I could give it many things that I didn't like about it. From my personal experience, I don't have too much experience with 18 plus sets, or just sets that are usually for older adults and so on. Because as a kid, you know, these sets were way too expensive, and you know, I just didn't experience them much. But the module buildings I have built, take the Star Wars like Jedi, what is it, Yoda on Dagobah or whatever, training Jedi on Dagobah. That's also an adult set. Technically, it's a diorama set. Very well detailed, on a beautiful set. It is on the smaller side, but it is definitely expensive, and it is set for adults. So it has certain techniques that you wouldn't see for a regular kid set or whatever. But man, is this set absolutely awesome. And we'll take away the box here because it's taking up a ton of space. And we'll kind of move this. Oh, I broke something. Well, we'll move everything out to the side, everything else down to the side. We'll show you guys all that later. Kind of just want to really show you guys the set itself. Right there. I'm sorry if it's a little dark. There's not that much lighting today for some reason. Where does this go? 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. What the fuck? Oh, I see. I see where it's supposed to go. Right here. Right there. If I can find it. There we go. Alright, so this set is big. It's tall. For reference, this is a minifigure. So it's definitely lots of minifigures size-wise. I guess I'll grab a module building to show you guys the real scale. This is the Grand Emporium that I just received. I will be doing a review on this set. It's still tall. The Grand Emporium is a tall set. It's around the size. It's actually, I think, technically taller than the Assembly Square by a little bit. I think the Assembly Square goes around here on its average height. Not counting, there is one thing on the little point that goes above the skyline, or the top of the of here. And then, like, I'm technically not counting the antenna up here as well. So, but yeah, it's still tall. There's no doubt about it. You know, at its height, it's basically almost the same as a little lower from up here, you know. But, you know, you're usually going to think from this up here, it is definitely still a little ways to go from modular building. So it is definitely tall, and its base is smaller than you'd expect from like everything else, because it's not set on a base plate, which is very important. It's not set on a, you know, regular base plate like some of these sets are. Gotta be careful with this set. Don't want to drop it, because that would be unfortunate. So let's take a closer look really at it. And we'll start with just the front here. We'll start here at the bottom. So the set is built just basically on plates, different colored plates. It's basically pretty squarey, other than this little circle area here. So where this tree's at, other than this single piece that's right here, everything's pretty square. It does have round corners though. So other than that one, and then there is this tiny little bit here, which does come out of its little, like, you know, oval that it has. You can see lots of details all around the side, and we'll kind of just get through it slowly. This might be a long video. We have a little anvil there. That's pretty cool. We got up here, we have a sign. We got nice detail there for this furnace. There's a sword cooking there. A forge or furnace, I don't know what the fuck you'd call this. A nice detail there, pretty simple. You do have a nice little thing so you can, like, a claw thing so you can grab stuff. I love this roof detail up here, and it is slanted. You guys can see, and there is some type of, you know, thing to make it look like it's being held by wood. There is a nice custom door. There's these nice brick things. They do move around a lot, so, you know, be careful with that. This is a technique that you'll see around the building a lot. It's this white with this type of sand brick. I guess it's like sand brick, and then the wood all over the place. The roof and this chimney is absolutely beautiful. Goes all the way down, all the way to the top. It's done really, really well. Makes it look a lot more 3D and not super flat, even though you're using these textured pieces. And then it ends up over here. The roof is just, I mean, I gotta try this some way or another. Like, this is absolutely awesome. These are the Nexonite type of shield pieces. They're using the roof here, and it brings a really cool texture. It is slanted this way, and then it slants out even more. Lots of different colors to show wear and the age and whatever. And you do have this nice little, you know, takes out a little bit of the plainness with this window here, which is awesome. And then this is a unique printed piece. It is printed. There is no stickers in this set. You do get this custom door you get to build. We'll move on to this side. On this side, and I think I knocked over the tree again. I did. Okay, so the tree's an issue here. Over here, so at the bottom here, you get this really nice woodwork that looks really good. Really does look like it's holding on the building. You get a nice little pumpkin and like half, you know, made pumpkin. You know, it's not fully done yet. You do get a bone there. You do get this, and this is the light feature that's in the box. There you go. So there is a light brick. This is supposed to be like the thing that you blow or whatever. Like you go like this, and then, like, you know, throws air in that direction, and it does create this, and it looks good. Looks really good. So it can look like it's actually, you know, melting or whatever, the sword, and, you know, getting it hot. So that's awesome. Great looking. You do get a nice little bear with some long swords there. So that's super cool. We'll go back over here. Once again, pretty simple. It's not super hard. It's not super intense or crazy about it. Pretty cool or whatever. So not too hard, same type of window, but it does not, you know, break super hard. I mean, it's not super flat or anything, which once again, they did extremely well in. Over here, this comes out. It does come out by a lot. Over here, get the slanted area. Super nice, well done on the shapes here. And then you even have like this to make sure you hide the gaps, so you don't get that weird gap. Once again, it's just super well made, so you don't get to see these ugly gaps a lot of times, which is, you know, great and stuff. I broke it because of course I did. We move on to this side, probably the plainest side, but it doesn't look bad at all. So once again, the roof is done similarly from the front. It's just this time it's not done with the chimney and the window. It does seem like there does seem to be some wear and a lot more of this algae, or not algae, but looks like some rust or something. I'm not entirely sure. But some, you know, age basically shown. And you do get this shape from the top, which is pretty cool. Once again, same type of thing here. They just have like modified bricks, so then you can attach these plates to it. At the bottom, once again, you're going to continue to see this type of thing being done in all the corners and stuff. You do get different textured bricks and colored pieces to show age. But yeah, plain is probably plainest side, but it doesn't look bad. Over here has to be my favorite side, but the tree fell once again. The tree might be my biggest critique of the set, in my opinion. You guys will see why, because this thing does not like to stay together, and it was annoying to build. It was my biggest upset of the entire set. The set is extremely easy to build. I do have to say that. It is not a hard set to build. I honestly think that I don't know if it deserves the 18 plus, in my opinion. I've definitely built harder sets that are for a younger audience. Is it good? Did you want to stay there? Ready? What is happening? This is what I'm talking about, guys. It's just, it doesn't like itself to be there. It doesn't want to be there. Okay, and then if I put this piece right there, it doesn't want to stay. Okay, nice. Nice. Come on. Just do it. Dude, it just doesn't like it. I don't know what it is, but this set just hates this tree. It's just not well made, in my opinion. It looks great, but it does not like staying together. It just doesn't. Its connecting is just off by a little bit. There we go. There we go. There we go. It stayed. It stayed. It stayed. It doesn't want to click, like, at all, for some reason. This is what I mean, guys. I struggle to put this tree together. It's just, it doesn't like it. This right here has to be, like, really lined up. Like, super lined up, which is kind of hard. Well, it can be kind of hard. And it's a little hard from this angle. I don't want to knock anything over. There we go. There we go. I think that's it. I think this might be the one. No, it's not going to want to do it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the tree right here. It is this darker brown with black. It's supposed to help represent older castle sets. Which, you know, always have this black or dark tree. In the newest castle build, the really, really big one, the $400 one, has a black tree. They did the anniversary one for the whole castle stuff, which is super awesome. And I love the design. It's very unique. It's very different and breaks the mold for Lego trees. It's built in a really interesting fashion, just kind of the tree kind of being built out of and just forcing itself out and kind of pushing itself towards the light, which makes sense because that's what a tree like this would do. You do get a nice printed piece there. You get a bunch of apples and you build this thing. But this was an entire bag. And it was frustrating. This spot right here and this was just tedious. It was the only part in the entire build that was slightly frustrating. Everything else was simple. Nothing super intense or crazy or super tedious or anything like that, like a lot of sets are, or repetitive. Because a lot of sets are repetitive, they're annoying, especially modular buildings are known to be repetitive, known to have certain features that are a little annoying to put together. I know from personal experience, the Assembly Square had a lot of those areas. The set that I'm currently building has some tedious areas. I know the Emporium has some tedious stuff in it. I saw the steps. Like, the roof area is annoying. Even something like this. The way they make these, the set and how they make you build it is not repetitive. This was repetitive. The way you do the leaves, it was just annoying. It looks pretty, but it doesn't like to stay on. You have to make sure not to even touch it a tiny bit, because it will fall over multiple areas and multiple spots. And, you know, if you don't like it, in my opinion, just remove this entire thing. I don't know if I probably won't, because I want to keep it, you know, it's together. But, you know, it is annoying. I have to give it to you. So it is a nice build, though. So we'll give it that. I do get a nice little well there, which is nice. You can see more of the detail here. Over here, you do get to see this right here. It's a nice little logs. These are all printed pieces. Nicely done that. Super nice build. It's a tiny little sub-assembly that you just attach towards the wall. Once again, this type of feature that you saw a lot. And then this is super pretty. I think it was done super well. They have like these like stilts, basically these wood stilts that look really good. You do get a nice little lamp there. Window, and then that same type of door that you have at the bottom is the same brick built door. You do get some nice textures and looking stuff up here. Once again, you kind of do get to see this really nice parts usage, and just like even stuff, just everything looks really good. So I got no complaints here. The set is absolutely beautiful looking. So yeah. All right, enough talking. Let's look right into it. We'll grab this top section, if it wants to come off. There we go. Ooh, I almost threw the tree over once again. So pretty easy. We'll kind of see inside here. So that's the furnace area right there. You can kind of see it from the top here. Nothing too crazy. So in here we have the brick built door. Oh, okay, we gotta be careful there. The brick built door right there. So really nice build. These are all printed pieces as well. Super cool. So nicely hinged there. Over here, you do get to see some tools. Over here, those are supposed to be like iron bars, I believe. They're just black things. Perspective is a little weird here. I think that's a pan. Looks like a pot. That's a helmet. Really nice helmet there. On this side, I don't know if you can tell, that looks like a bunch of ingots. Looks like a bunch of ingots for him to work with. There's a shield. This looks like a grinder there, and it does spin. And then you have some shoulder pad armor there at the side. That looks like coal. Makes sense. And of course, actually from this side, you can also access the furnace or thing there. And it does also light up from this side as well. And this is an ingot, and it's a orange ingot because it's been on fire or whatever. So, you know, so that's super cool. You do get the stairs, and you are able to put people in the stairways. So that's super cool. Once again, just really well done with everything. Looks really good. So, all right, let's show you guys the next section. Oh my God. Everything's kind of scary. So there you go. We put that second section on, and you really get to see into it. Up here, you do actually get to see a little bit of light. Wait, no, you don't. No, you don't, because it's actually covered. I'm done. All right, so in here, you do get the stairs to go upstairs. You get that little lamp. Once again, those brick-built doors. Super nice. Pretty cool. You do get a nice little candles there to the side. And you get a nice little dining table. So, nice brick-built seats. You can actually put them in minifigures there. You could make them sit, but they're not going to stay. And they are a little big. But look good. They're eating some food. Looks like a leaf and some chicken. Well, somebody's not eating good. Or maybe they're sharing, you know. They do look like they're cutting carrots there. And there seems to be a cleaver and a pot there. It's a little hard to see. Over here, you do get nice little pot there hanging. And it looks like a little stew. And that's like a butter thingy. And then there does seem to be wood there. And that's, again, the same type of chimney thing going through. So that's super cool. And you do actually end up getting the stairs that go upwards. So super cool. Oh, and you do have this thing there. Down there in the corner. It does look like it's supposed to be for some type of alcohol. But, you know, no, it's grape juice. Because in Lego, there is no alcohol. It's all just, you know, root beer and stuff and grape juice. Because, you know, Lego people don't drink alcohol. That's crazy. All right, over here. So how they attach this is super interesting. And there is... I threw the whole thing over again. Okay, cool. cool. It's how they do this. It's pretty simple. You can just take this entire sub-assembly off. Super well made. And I'll give you guys kind of a look in here. This is how it's done. Super simple. It's really easy and it works so well. In here has a lot of detail as well. They didn't miss a single spot. You do get a nice carpet. It's supposed to be a bear skin or whatever. There does seem to be a chest in there, and inside the chest there is some actual stuff in there. In there you have a nice little compass piece, and then you have a backpack. So pretty cool. We'll just put that to the side. You get a really nice brick build what's it called, bed, and it looks really good. Over there you do get to see part of the furnace chimney area, so it goes all the way up. And over here they have like a little candle, looks like a ink quill, as well as somewhere to write, and they do have a little seat. So once again, really good, super well done, and just overall it just looks really, really good. And then you just the same thing is done with the other side, but it's done in smaller sections and it's kind of stuck. Oh, you can actually technically put it backwards. That's weird. Okay. But yeah, once again, it just looks really good. The tree fell off. Fuck the tree. All right. This tree's annoying. All right. So, we also got to take a look at the instruction book. Where is the instruction book? I thought, oh, the instruction book's right there. The instruction book is just one. That is a thing that I know a lot of people like to see, is to see two instruction book. It's just one big instruction book. It is well done. It is a great instruction book. I do have to say it was not confusing for idea sets. You do end up seeing a lot of this stuff. So a backstory of the person who ended up, you know, sending this type of thing forward, kind of a backstory of it, the light brick itself, and then you start looking into the build. Everything was super clear. Nothing really bad about the instruction book. It is just one big instruction book though. So I know a lot of people do care about, you know, maybe building 2 people at a time. It has to be one person or take turns. You do get some other stuff on the side. You do get a small little build here. And this is the small little build on the side. Bring this down a little bit. A horse, the new Star horse, with a nice little thing here, a nice little carriage. Pretty simple build, but it looks good. I think it looks really good in my opinion. It's super simple, but it looks good. The horse there, of course, the horse does have that 2 points of articulation, so pretty good. Nothing too crazy. And this is how you do get this little bag thing. You do also receive this. This is to, of course, if you want to make the horse just a horse, a wild horse for some reason, you could. So they do actually provide you that. The minifigures that are given is an archer girl. Really, really well done there. They have the back quill area. They get the actual bow piece. A nice, simple, what's it called, torso, and it's not gender specific, which is cool. They get that tied up hair, and they do get dual molded legs, which is awesome. I love those legs. And it does actually have a alternate face, so that's super cool. The blacksmith itself, bam. So that's pretty cool. He looks pretty awesome there. Looks really good with his big old beard. He looks really happy. He's got that orange hair as well. There's the back printing there. Everything looks pretty good. And what's it called? He does actually have a alternate face, but it's a little hard to... That's what it looks like. But of course with the build, you can't really see much of him because of his beard. So if I can actually take this off, but it doesn't seem like I can. It's like really hard. I will just use the minifigure there. So this is his actual head. And then this is the other side. So you can actually see his face prints, you know. But yeah, all right. So once again, double, you know, having minifigures that you can see in both directions is cool. And then you do get a dog, a husky. Pretty cool to see. Nice to see a husky. And then you do get two other minifigures being knights. I don't remember what these guys are called. They have specific names for them or whatever. I don't remember. So you do get this guy. He's got, of course, his shield and a longsword. So that's pretty cool. That is his head printing. And he does have that one-sided, like, shoulder piece. And he does not have an alternate face on him. This one right here is another really good one. They have the same torso and feet. And it does get, like, the full helmet and the both shoulder pads and then the spear, axe thing. And this is actually a woman. So nice to see some inclusion there, which is awesome. And you do actually end up getting another helmet piece for the male. So if the male wants to have his helmet on, he can totally do that. If she wants to change her hair and actually not wear a helmet, she also can. This is a really good hairpiece. It's a short hairpiece for a girl. So super well done once again. I love when LEGO does that, when they include both helmet and hairpiece. If you don't, you know, care about who's underneath and just want a big army, that's cool. And if you want to characterize the characters, you totally can with their hairpieces. You could. There's also extra weapons and stuff inside. So if you want both of them to have shield and swords, you just take it from the blacksmith. So it's awesome. Good to see. That's it, I think, technically. And I do actually have all the spare pieces here. You do include this like turquoise brick separator. And it does include a bunch of these pieces right here. Anything cool? Not really. So, nothing super cool. These are kind of cool, I guess. This feather piece is cool. Wait, I think this is supposed to be somewhere. Maybe it is. And everything else here is nothing too crazy. You do actually end up receiving a second one of these, which is awesome. And I know there is the compass print. You do get a double off. So that's super cool. But yeah. What do I think of this set? I like it. I really do like it. It's super easy to build. The detail, there's not a single spot in this entire build that is not detailed. This has the level of detail of like the Fisherman set. Yeah, that idea set. And I'm a huge fan of medieval stuff. And I'm a big fan of like Lego Castle. Even though I don't remember the original Castle stuff, I'm not that old. I'm, you know, pretty young. So I don't have that experience, but I do remember seeing a lot of the 2010s and, you know, that around that area and a little afterwards, that castle stuff a lot. And I really wanted a lot of that stuff, but I was just never able to. And this set is absolutely awesome. The reason this set passed, the reason why things like the newest castle build has been, you know, pushed so heavily is because people really like castle stuff. They really do love the Lego castle stuff. And people will continue to push and want for it. I want a whole bunch of castle stuff. It looks awesome. I have an entire, I bought a bunch of small army of knight figures and stuff. Maybe I'll show you guys eventually. I don't know. But the set is wonderful. Other than modular buildings, this is as perfect as I can get. I say Lego should throw out an entire theme which is castle stuff, and it's not literally just castles, just buildings, medieval style. I guarantee you it would sell. There's not a single spot in this entire build in which it does not have detail. That's impressive. And its size is great. I think I did that. I didn't push it all the way somewhere. No worries about that though. Yeah, man, there's just very little that I don't like. There you go. There's just nothing really I don't like about it. The one thing that this set gives it away from being a 10 out of 10 is the fucking tree. It looks good. I'm not gonna lie. It looks good, but it's fragile. And the technique in which they use to try to put it together just doesn't work that right. If you don't line it up perfectly and never touch it, if you line it up perfectly and never touch it, totally fine. But if you ever want to either look at it, handle it a tiny bit, that tree's going to fall. So it's my biggest critique of the set. I don't know how people feel about this tree, but I just don't like it. If this tree was not there and they used the parts for something else, I would be amazing. The carriage is all right. Nothing crazy. You can put a minifigure up here, you know. There, whatever. You can carry a bunch of stuff. The set overall looks great. There's nothing I don't like about it except that tree. So let me know what you guys think. I'm super excited to keep this up in display. It looks absolutely beautiful. It was super easy to build, again, other than the tree. It looks really well detailed. And yeah, man, I don't want to keep repeating myself. I want to keep praising it because this set is absolutely worth it. I wish this was cheaper. I really do wish it was cheaper because, man, it is expensive. It is an expensive build, but I think it's worth it. You know, if you like anything castle related, if you like the super detailed stuff, it's an enjoyable build experience. I don't think there's anything super out of the crazy for building techniques, other than maybe the tree. That's a little different. But other than that, man, it's a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Without the tree, it's a 10 out of 10. But it's a 9 out of 10 build. And I can't even say that about the assembly square. As much as I love that set, I have to give it like an 8, maybe a high 7. Because there's some techniques there that are super annoying. It gets repetitive. You don't see that in this build. You don't at all. So that's it, man. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Thank you guys for 90 subscribers. Can we get to 100 subscribers? Please, 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 please. Thank you guys so much for the support. Check out the future content. We have lots of stuff to cover. We're going to do the Emporium next, probably in the upcoming days. The video before this should have just gone up not long ago, and I am working on another set right now currently. Like, I'm literally physically working on it. So stay tuned for that as well. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys.